Bravo. And you guys been thumping the rock star life a couple years now, getting some bigger recognition in this past year. I mean, how's life adjusting? How's the bodies adjusting?
It's going great, you know, especially on a tour like Carnival of Madness, which we've been doing, getting to play with great bands like Hailstorm we've been out with a lot before, as well as Kava.
Well, you got to say that. I mean, they're in the crowd. So.
I know, obligated to, of course, right. No, it's been really great, though. We've been fortunate to have some to have some really great shows to play and get our music out there.
Excellent. And so, I mean, you guys are young strapping lads from where from? Am I correct?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
All of you, Minneapolis, huh?
He's from Wisconsin, but
what's the difference?
It's the Packers and the Vikings. That's the difference.
That's a huge difference.
That's a big difference.
Actually. Yeah, I should have put the Minneapolis together. I mean, you're rocking a PBR shirt over there.
Yeah. Right.
Is that's home, right? That's the.
I think it's Milwaukee, but as you said, Wisconsin and
I mean,
Minnesota, same
once
thing,
you get west of Buffalo, for me, I mean, it's all the same thing over there. So if you're from Wisconsin, how exactly did you guys all come about to be a whole? And I don't mean H-O-L-E. I mean with the W in there.
Well, I moved to Minneapolis with my metal band after high school, and then I worked with the producer that Jake was working with, and we just kind of met up like that. He had some songs and needed a drummer, and I threw some stuff down, and then they asked me to go on tour. And that was like 2008.
Yeah, and Ryan, you're rocking drums, and you've got, I don't know what, I'm not a drummer, not a...
It's a djembe that Brady actually got in Ghana.
Wait, what's it called?
It's a djembe.
A djembe? That sounds like a French word. Yeah, well, it's fantastic. I think you hit it very nicely.
I just broke a string, man. That's hardcore, like acoustic, man.
Yeah. Carnival of Madness has been like the latest thing for you, and you guys are touring all around. How often do you get to see home, or do you have a home?
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
we're just traveling vagrants for the most part.
Like gypsies.
We're pretty much rock and roll gypsies. We went out earlier this year since March. We've been out since March, pretty much. We had like 4 or 5 days off here and there, but we went out with Shinedown earlier in March, and then we were out with Chevelle for a month, and then we had about 3 or 4 days at home, and then we went out with Hailstorm on their headlining run. We had another 3 or 4 days at home, and we played a show at home, and then we went on Carnival. So it's kind of been a non-stop rock and roll roller coaster.
Yeah, and that's always good.
Yeah.
Roller coasters in any genre.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, all right, before the big signing, I mean, how often were you guys thumping the roads and riding in bands?
Oh, we were a long time. Me and Dan actually had a band before this band as well, in like 06, 07. We used to book our own shows and go all over the place, sleep in the van. When we were 18.
Sleep in the Walmart parking lots.
Walmart parking lots a lot. We started off.
How are the street sweepers at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, right. We had a lot of interesting experiences back then, but it's been full circle. You know, you just keep
just
going.
In Walmart parking lots, or?
Yeah,
I don't think we got a hotel for like the first 3 years.
Hotels are for pussies.
That's true. That's right.
Sleep on the ground.
We
bro.
actually sleep on the ground. No, we actually built bunks in our trailer, so we had bunk beds in our trailer.
That's actually pretty
5
awesome.
of us would.
It was like
sleep
urban
in the trailer.
camping.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but with less pants.
Yeah, a lot less pants.
Well, here's also a question I always have. I've never really asked it. How, like, you're on the road, you live on the road. How many shirts do you own? Or how many do you have with you?
Like 10.
10 shirts, yeah.
I think the standard is like
4 pants.
You bring 2 weeks worth of clothes, and then you make.
And then you buy new ones.
You make them last up like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. They're like those disposable cameras. Yeah. One single use. Yeah. Well, all right.
That sounds like my underwear.
Jake, I did want to. You might have heard this. I'm sure you've heard it all the time. Do you know you got like a Nick Swartzen thing going on?
Yes, I've heard it many times. I get reminded of it every day.
He's actually from Minneapolis as well, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. You guys don't really have like a weird accent, and I expect like a...
Oh, yeah, you sure you betcha?
Yeah, sure we do, don't ya? Don't ya, betcha.
You can slip right back
to
in.
Minnesota.
Everybody thinks that because of the movie Fargo that we all talk like that. But
no,
Fargo.
Fargo's not even in Minnesota.
No, it's not.
It is to me. Like I told you, anything west of Buffalo.
And the rest of the world.
You guys all just talk like that and fish all day long.
That's all we do.
It's a good life.
Who brought you guys instruments?
This isn't a fishing pole. Yeah.